Yeah, this is a giant cup of iced coffee. Hopefully you're enjoying your morning beverage, your morning setup, or whatever. For those who ask, I prefer fruit flavored vapes. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to another informative video. It is like 8:25 a.m. here my time. We got a little bit of news to talk about. Something's shaking up. So let's start with the most quickest one to get that out the way so we can get to the real deep core news. So politicians kind of putting a block to stop the T-Mobile Sprint merger. Why is this happening? Because a lot of people were in favor for it. A lot of people wanted 5G all across, including rural areas. The FCC, let's take that back again. The FCC in support of it, waiting on the Department of Justice for their answer to all of it. But the main thing here is that a lot of people feel like that this is the inner workings of Verizon and AT&T and them being bullies, as they have been bullies. Verizon and AT&T are the top two big companies here in the US for telecommunications. T-Mobile and Sprint being smaller. And Verizon and AT&T loved playing the four-way dance because the four-way dance was never really a four-way dance for either one of them. It was just a one-on-one dance. Verizon and AT&T versus each other was what they really thrived on. And with Sprint and T-Mobile merging to become a bigger company to take on both of those, they're not looking for a three-way. So is it possible that Verizon and AT&T are pushing politicians to call in favors for them to try and put a stop to this merger? Quite possibly so. Let's not put it past, okay? So what could we expect? Is the merger dead now? I don't think so. I just think that they got another hurdle to jump over. Now let's talk about the main news, and we're talking about Arc OS from Huawei. Now a lot of people starting to report on Arc OS and making all kinds of outlandish claims. One of my favorite claims is the fact that they say that when this thing comes out, Android is dead, Google's in major trouble. Look, you hype beasts out there, calm down. Android ain't dying. It ain't going to die, okay? This, coming from the same claim that was made years back when Android started getting better and better and better, people were like, oh yeah, Android is going to kill iOS. Did that really actually happen? No. But it's good, though, that Arc OS is coming out. It's open sourced, so you as a developer, if you are a developer, could actually take their code and make your own thing out of it, right? And that's cool, but we need a third player. We've been needing a third player in the mobile OS game for some time. I know this because if you look back when Samsung was talking about Tizen and it was going to bring Tizen to the United States, everybody went nuts. They were like, oh yeah, Android's going to be dead because Tizen's going to come in and just obliterate them. How'd that work out? No, I'm serious. How did it work out? Leave a comment. Android's still here. As a matter of fact, when it was news that Google was working on another mobile operating system known as Fuchsia, and that Fuchsia was going to be widespread, so mobile phones, tablets, Chromebooks, IoTs, it was going to be involved. One OS for all these things. People started reporting on it. So, in theory, and possibly quite true, we've been needing a third player in the mobile OS game for some time now. We've been needing it. We wanted things shaken up. We're getting tired of just Android and iOS. And I'm not speaking for me. I'm just speaking for a lot of people in the community. They want something new. And Arc OS could definitely be that. But how's that going to work out? I mean, Huawei devices are pretty much banned in the US until some sort of agreement happens between China and the United States. And so that means that Arc OS is really going to be kind of just... My son, he's still half asleep. But yeah, Arc OS is... You're going to have developers bring it in and do their own spill on it. Because, you know, we don't leave anything alone when we get it. And then put that on an Android device like a Pixel 3a with an unlocked bootloader or something. But I have to say that Huawei has had this operating system on its shelf for some time. No one really pulls an operating system out of their butt real quick like that, unless they've had it for some time and decided to just take that project that they had, that they worked on and just kind of kept on the shelf for a while, bring it off, blow the dust off of it, and just start really working like a madman, because you're losing all kinds of traction because of this whole trade wars between China and the United States. Because yeah, that's, I'm calling it like it is. That's really what it is. Never mind all the espionage stuff or whatever, because I'll tell you guys right now, they all spy on you. They all spy on you. You're just not a government official that they really care about. So really, they're not. No one is screen grabbing feed from your phone to see what you're doing. No one cares if you're looking up recipes for strawberry shortcakes. But I have to say this: ArcOS is not going to kill Android. Okay, sure. Google may seen some, well, actually does see a lot of potential on Huawei, and is a little bit, on the downside of the fact that because of the trade wars between China and the U.S., basically with this Huawei ban, kind of put Google in a bad bind. But it doesn't mean that Google fears Huawei in that sense, like, oh my gosh, they're coming up with their own OS, it's going to completely kill Android. Like, no, it's not going to kill Android. Okay, it's just going to be great to see a third mobile OS platform come in, and Huawei better do it right. They better do it right, because if they bring this thing in and it's like, a one-hit wonder, we're just going to be right back to where we are. Android, iOS. So that's my thoughts and opinions about ArcOS and the T-Mobile merger fiasco. Let me know what you guys think on each of the subjects in the comment section of the video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed my son snoring, because he is still asleep. Right there. My #1 fan. If this is your first time checking out my channel, thanks so much for checking it out. Hit that subscribe button so you guys will be a part of the team, and also the bell option to know when I upload another video. I'm going to go back to enjoying my iced coffee, and you guys should too as well. Not iced coffee, but whatever morning beverage you're having right now. And as always, aloha.